they go. You can tell the headlights are two different colors. Yeah. Okay, it's kind of raining. I'm gonna pull a car in. The XC90. Well, I've looked at the weather. Come on. The weather looks kind of wet. It's raining now, kind of drizzling, I guess. And I want to do my brakes. You can probably tell by the rubber gloves. I see a break in the clouds. So, I'm going to loosen my wheels and jack the car up. And let's try and stay dry. But I think in the next half hour or so, we should have a break with the drizzle and stuff. The ground's all wet, it's muddy. Well, it is what it is. I'm going to do the front. I'm also going to do an oil change while I'm at it. I've got the oil, I've got the filter, and it needs it. Well, let's get going. Got the car jacked up. So much for a gap in the clouds. Yeah, anyways, I've jacked the car up. Just emptied the oil. It's draining, it should be done. And it's raining harder. So, you take a little break. Go in and have some coffee. Check the radar again inside and see what we're up against. Here we go. We're right here. So, this cloud's going past. We should have some break in the cloud pretty soon. Let's hope. I gotta get at least these front brakes on. My rotor and stuff. Gotta take off my caliper here. See what size it is. This is one of these things. That's that size. I've got to take this and hang it up here because I don't want to stress out the hose that matches up. So, get some wire through here. I'm going to take this off. Oh, maybe I should take that. Just have the rotor to get off now. I need a hammer. There's my old rotor. The back is a little gouged. That's not good, those lines. So, those lines are from when it wore through the last pad, their last set of pads. And I just replaced the pads. They're good enough, but I'm doing the whole brake job this time. Let's go get that box of parts and see if we got the right parts. Alright. Packing paper. There's some pads. One. Okay, same size. All I wanted to know. Smooth on both sides. Okay. Gotta give this a clean with some brake clean. Got that in the car. I'm just gonna give this a little blast. Here's the new pads. Lots of meat on them. I imagine the other pads are going to be pretty thin. Or I'm sure the back pad's going to be rubber teeth in for sure. Okay, I'm gonna take this out so it never sees on, install this, and then I'm going to take apart the caliper, and I'll come back for these. So I got the brakes off. It's been a day or two since I've done the brakes on a Volvo, and had to fight with it a bit, but it looks like the pads are the same. Yeah, so I'm gonna put them in. I know this isn't a good shot, but it's gonna do. Two. They're held in there really nice. New pads. Got the new pads in. And now I gotta clean everything up again. And I can reinstall. Let's get at that. Well, there we go, folks. That's one side done. Just gotta pop the tire on, and oh, I gotta torque down this little nut here, or bolt, and we're good. This is the other side. Same deal here. Has to be cleaned off because it's got oil on it. Here, you can see the oil here. That's so they don't rust when they're in transit or when they're being stored. I took my brake clean outside. Nice. I've seen some brakes come with this oil it's like it's baked on, so you got to get it all off or your brakes won't work properly. I ruined this new set of rotors, probably pads too. Okay, I'm gonna go take that apart. I'll leave this here. I'm gonna take the box so I can sit on something dry. Leave the camera in here too. Raining too much. You wonder how much rain? The hour and a half. Yeah, that's an hour and a half's worth of water in my magnetic tray. Got to put the car down, tighten the lug nuts, and top up the oil. Take it for a test drive. Let's go for a drive. Hey, no lights on.
As a result of that.
No lights on. It's interesting. That's the back brakes. Yeah, that's good. Okay, the brakes are working fine. Now, what time is it? It is noon. I don't have time today to do the back ones. So, they're going to have to wait for another warm day. Or, well, it's not hurting anything. So they can wait. I'm quite happy with these brakes. No squeaking, no rattling. Just stopping. It's kind of fuzzy out, as you can see. Oh, hey, look, there's a fuzzy sailboat. Hey, it's kind of nice, isn't it? that is that. Just gonna wipe down all my tools, stuff, just to get the moisture off them. Might, I think I'm gonna leave the fan on in here just to circulate the air. I won't put them away because, well, I don't want them to rust. And that's what'll happen if I stick them back in the drawers. So here's a look at our brake pads, our old ones. This one was quite thin, but yeah, they're done. We will we'll send these to the recycler. What did I do with those other ones? Oh, so we'll recycle these parts along with the old rotors. Drying off tools. I took the old rotors and I put them in the back of the car. I'll take those to the recycler someday. Someday soon, probably, since they're in the back of the car. I've also got an old wheel bearing here from, I don't know which car. Was it the, oh, I think it was the XC90. Whatever car I did the wheel bearings in. I've got one of them here. I know I've had to send the car out to get the wheel bearings done. I think that was the front of the XC90. Yeah, that was one I didn't even want to tackle. It couldn't be bothered. Okay, what a mess. I don't like working out in the cold and the wet. It's tough on your tools. So you gotta clean them, dry them. But look, I just dried that off and it's still moisture sticking to it. So we do have to put that fan on. Yeah, it's tough. It's muddy and it's not a fun time. So I effectively did my brakes in a mud puddle. There's a mud puddle on each side of the car, and that's where I worked. Oh well. Well, my beautiful wife is supposed to be home for lunch. I don't know where she is. Well, she did say she might go to the store, one of the craft stores. Yeah, that's probably where she is. Turn the fan on. We're not getting a ton of light today because it's raining and it's overcast. But I'll leave it on till maybe tonight. We'll see. I'll come out, check it in a couple of hours, and if it's not charging quick enough to maintain the fan, I'll turn it off. But it seems to be holding its own right now. We'll see. See what happens. A little damp in there. It's, there we go. That's gonna have to do. What did I do? 18 millimeter. Yeah, we'll just leave that and see what happens. It should dry out fine. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. Please click the clicky things, and I shouldn't say don't be afraid to do your own brakes, but it's really not that hard. You can find some instructions online, I'm sure. Yeah, car specific would be best.